semi-finals of the World Cup for the first time since 1990. They sealed their place in the last four in Russia with a 2-0 win over Sweden. Joe Townsend reports from Russia.
England are into the semis for the first time since 1990. A Harry Maguire header in the first half and one from Dele Alli in the second, enough to beat Sweden 2-0. It was nervous at times with Jordan Pickford making several saves, but England were largely comfortable. Let this sink in. Standing between them and the World Cup final are Russia or Croatia.
In other news, the man in charge of rescuing 12 boys and their football coach from a flooded cave in Thailand says they could try to get them out soon. Weather conditions are now in their favour and water levels have been falling. Meanwhile, experts are meeting officials to suggest alternative ways to get the boys out, as crews say they're still not fit enough to dive through flooded tunnels. This architect's proposing a tube they can crawl through.
It's a giant canvas laminated tube that will be inflated with air, and it will be as big as 70 centimeters in diameters and as long as it needs to be to get the kids out or get supplies in.
North Korea says talks with the US Secretary of State have been regrettable. The country's foreign ministries also accused America of making unilateral demands for it to get rid of its nuclear weapons. Local media is reporting 38 people have died after heavy rains and flooding in southwest Japan. More than 1.5 million residents have been ordered from their homes with more rainfall forecast. A passenger in a tractor has died after a crash in County Down. The man in his 20s was killed after the collision in Drumbo. And at Wimbledon, world number one Simona Halep lost in 3 sets to Su Wei-Shea in the third round. Rafa Nadal safely through after beating Alex de Minaur of Australia. That's the latest. I'm Tanya Snuggs.
Solihullradio.com.
You can't stop an avalanche as it races down the hill. You can try to stop the seasons, girl, but you know you never will. And you could try to stop my dancing feet, but I just cannot stand still. 'Cause the world keeps spinning round and round, my heart's keeping time to the speed of sound. I was lost till I heard the drums and I found my way. 'Cause you can't stop the beat. Ever since this whole world began, a woman found out if she shook it, she could shake up a man. So I'm gonna shake and shimmy it the best that I can today. 'Cause you can't stop the motion of the ocean or the sun in the sky. You can wonder if you wanna, but I never ask why. And if you try to hold me down, I'm gonna spit in your eye and say that you can't stop the beat. You can't stop the river as it rushes to the sea.
You can try to stop the hands of time, but you know it just can't be.
And if they try to stop us, seaweed, I'll call the NAACP. 'Cause the world keeps spinning round and round, and my heart's keeping time to the speed of sound. Till I heard the drums and I found my way. 'Cause you can't stop the beat. Ever since we first saw the light, I met a woman like to shake it on a Saturday night. So I'm gonna shake and shimmy it with all of my might today. 'Cause you can't stop the motion of the ocean or the rain from above. You can try to stop the paradise we're dreaming of, but you cannot stop the rhythm of two hearts in love to stay. 'Cause you can't stop the beat.
You can't stop my happiness, 'cause I like the way I am. And you just can't stop my knife and fork when I see a Christmas ham. So if you don't like the way I look, well, I just don't give a damn. 'Cause the world keeps spinning round and round, and my heart's keeping time to the speed of sound. I was lost till I heard the drums, and I found my way. 'Cause you can't stop the beat. Ever since this old world began, a woman found out if she shook it, she could shake up a man. And so I'm gonna shake and shimmy it the best that I can today. 'Cause you can't stop the motion of the ocean or the sun in the sky. You can
with Debs Donnelly on Solihull Radio.
There you go, that woke you all up, didn't it? I thought I'd have a little bit of... We've had a good afternoon, haven't we, England? Come on. I won't say what they're all saying, because I've just said, actually, to my daughter, I wish they'd stop saying it's coming home. Can we wait till it's here and it's landed? Would be good. Because, you know, you don't want to build up and then fall, which I'm not wishing we would, but I'm just saying, don't preempt a situation, because it's not good. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's when you predict something and then it don't happen and you feel a bit like you fell flat on your face. So, come on, England. That's all I'm saying. Come on. You can do it. You're young. You see, this is... I have no what's-it of football. I'll leave that to Josh and Reevesy and anybody else who's got a football shirt, really. And I have no clue about football whatsoever. I mean, I know they look nice in their shorts and they kick the ball around, but that's about it for me. But I must just say that don't you think we've learnt a bit of a lesson from our England squad? Maybe we need, no disrespect to all of you five footballers who are earning millions of pounds, a younger, what's the word? Teams? Yes, that's it, isn't it? Teams. Maybe that's what we need. We just need, maybe that T-shirt we've been washing for 1,000,000 years needs a replacement. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Right, now, tonight. And it is tonight. Oh, never seen so much traffic on the road from Donnelly to Solihull Towers. But there you go. Anyway, what are we doing? Let's have a look. Let me look at my itinerary. I like saying that word. I am actually going to tell you what's happened at Donnelly Mansions this week. What I've started doing this week, and I might do a little bit blog about it. Oh, something's falling off the wall, I can see. And what else am I going to do? To warn you about the hot weather and give you some ideas for what you can do with your little diddlies in the 6-week holiday. I thought, what's happening around and about? And our little friend Dave, well, actually, he's not little, he's quite tall. I was talking to him the other night. And I'm going to tell you about his things again. I am also going to chat to you about general stuff as well. So welcome home. I'm going to play you a bit of my favourite singer, Tina Turner, and you can have a good old boogie, because tonight is boogie night. We're going to celebrate what's happened this afternoon. Here we go. I'm hoping I don't deafen you now.
You know, every now and then, I think you might like to hear something from us. Nice, easy. But there's just one thing. You see, we never, ever do nothing. Nice, easy. We always do it nice and rough. But we're going to take the beginning of this song and do it easy. But then we're going to do the finish rough. It's the way we do Proud Mary. And we're rolling, ooh, rolling, ooh, rolling on the river. Listen to the story. Left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day. And I never lost 1 minute of sleep, and I was worried about the way that things might have been. You know that big wheel keep on turning. Proud Mary keep on burning. And we're rolling, rolling, yeah.
She's building up, she's building up.
Saw the good side of the city until I hitched a ride on the riverboat queen. The big wheel keep on turning. Proud
Here we go. Ready. There you go. One of the best women I've ever seen in concert in my whole life. Do I sound really echoey? Can somebody from Solihull Towers ring me or text me and tell me whether my sound sounds okay? Because I'm feeling like I'm a bit echoey. I don't know whether I am. That feels a little bit better. Yes, but now is it too quiet? Somebody will let me know. The techie guys will let me know, because that's what they need to do. I'll remind you who I am.
Debs Donnelly on Solihull Radio.
Yeah, that's me. Now, this week, my playlist has really excited me. I've sat down. I was very organised this week, I'd like to say. Very, very organised. And I did my playlist in a calm manner in the garden. How can I put it without sounding like a lager later? But I cracked a can of Coca-Cola and sat and did my playlist with my headphones on in the garden because I thought of the neighbours. Then I got bored with the headphones because it was too hot. So I took the headphones off and I thought, forget the neighbours, let's just go for it. So I did that. And I sat and did my playlist. Now, I must confess, I've gone for a bit of a powerful woman theme this week. I don't know why, I just love... well, I like music like that anyway. I like powerful women. What's happening in Donnelly Mansions? Are you ready for this? Brace yourself, guys, because this is the biggest thing ever. Because we're going to go to ads in a minute, so I'll get this bit in. And then what we're going to do, play a few ads, and off we will go. Right, Jess did her work experience, my little Jess. Well, she's not little anymore, she's big and she looked very grown up in her clothes, in her work experience clothes. And I can't believe it, I can't believe she did. But she got a shining report and I'm so pleased. They all thought she was brilliant with the children because she did it in a school. Well, she did it in the school I work at, but I didn't go near her. I let her do whatever she needed to do, because if she was at work I wouldn't follow her with a lunchbox, would I, and go into the lift and up to the office where she works. No, I wouldn't do that. Now I'm sitting here, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm sitting here with the cold fan on on a chair, shoes off, and I think I am actually melting, but I'm not. I'm not going to let it happen. Not going to let it happen. Right, and what else happened? Right, I started drumming this week. Are you ready? Are you braced? I went along to Shirley Pipe Band, and I'll tell you why I went there. Well, I didn't just go for the drumming. No, I did. Actually, I did go for the drumming, but right. You remember when I said to you? Right, I don't know how to word this. You remember when I said to you that if I ever meet the man who makes me not miss being single, he's the one I probably would like to be with. Well, brace yourself, listeners. I've met him. Yes. I don't know whether you follow me on Facebook or not, or wherever you follow me, Twitter or wherever I am. I'm all over the shop. Instagram. Oh, you name it, I'm there. Well, he's the guy in the kilt. And his name's Steve, and I said that I would tell you when I met the person who doesn't make me miss being single, and actually he doesn't make me miss being, but he had a bit of a close escape, which I'll tell you on my thought for the day, because I'm a bit of a let's leg it when fear hits the heart, you know. I'm one of those. It's only because you're trying to protect yourself, aren't you? Anyway, if you want to request a record or whatever you want to discuss, ask me any questions apart from about that, because I'm only going to talk about certain things because the rest of it's a bit personal. You can call me on 0121 777 8410 or text me on 075 64 30 30 64, or you can email me at the studio at solihullradio.com, or Facebook at Solihull Radio, or Twitter at Solihull Radio_radio, and I will do my best to spake unto you. I am now going to play you some adverts.
Fed
Here
up
we
with
go.
condensation every morning and hate that yucky mould patch in the bathroom? It's time to contact EnviroVent. They've helped tackle mould and condensation dampness in over 1 million homes, just like yours. To find out more and to book a free home survey, visit envirovent.com, because air matters.
solihullradio.com.
Stagecoach Solihull teaches skills
in drama, singing and dance.
But these skills don't just vanish when the curtain falls.
They're skills for life, stretching imaginations and improving literacy.
For a career in the arts, learning new skills, or just having fun.
So visit our website
www.stagecoach.co.uk/Solihull.
Stagecoach Solihull. Skills for the arts.
Skills for life.
Yeah!
The Fireplace and Stove Centre, 1204 Stratford Road, Hall Green. Specialists in wood-burning stoves, gas and electric fires, with over 50 live displays in the showroom. Come in and experience your new fireplace solutions. Call 0121 777 85 85 for more details.
You're listening to Solihull Radio.
Indian Dream on Dove House Parade, Solihull's premier family-run restaurant offering authentic Indian and Bangladeshi cuisine. With fresh ingredients and creative chefs, they can provide bespoke dining experiences, eat in or take away. 0121 704 9058.
Where you found me when you put your arms arms around me. I haven't been there for the longest time. Whoa. For the longest time. Whoa. For the longest time. That voice you're hearing in the hall, and the greatest miracle of all is how I need you and how you needed me too. That hasn't happened for the longest time. Maybe this won't last very long, but you feel so right, and I could be wrong. Maybe I've been hoping too hard, but I've gone this far, and it's more than I hoped for. Who knows how much further we'll go on? Maybe I'll be sorry when you're gone. I'll take my chances. I forgot how nice romance is. I haven't been there for the longest time. I had second thoughts at the start. I said to myself, hold on to your heart. Now I know the woman that you are. You're wonderful so far, and it's more than I hoped for. I don't care what consequence it brings. I have been a fool for lesser things. I want you so bad. I think you ought to know that I intend to hold you for the longest time. Whoa. For the longest time. Whoa. For the longest time. Whoa. For the longest time.
Okay, there was a bit of excitement in the midst of madness. Anyway, getting back to what I was saying before. So I have actually, yes, the Don has met somebody, and I've got to say, he's like a male version of me, and it's a bit worrying really, because he likes the similar things to me. Oh, we're not going down any paths here of war films. No. We were discussing DVDs this afternoon. Anyway, just before I left for the station, I'd like to say that I did receive 6 red roses. So thank you very much. Made me cry. So, and that doesn't happen very often. So, yes, girls, I've let somebody in. I've opened the door, and I thought, well, yeah, let's get him in there. Let's just, before I change my mind and lock it again. Right, here we go. But anyway, thank you to Armed Forces Day, because I went there single, and I came home with a man in a kilt. There you go. Yes, he wears a kilt, and I think they look rather nice with a big knit or a chunky knit. Yes, anyway, there we go. We'll find out in the winter. Well, anyway, what else did I do? He got me to go along to Shirley Pipe Band. So, here I am. This is what I'm learning. Are you ready? Brace yourselves. I mean, bearing in mind I'm only 5 foot tall. They've yet to find anything that will fit me, because I think I'm going to have to end up in the children's section at the back of the wardrobe. But there you go. But I'm learning to play the tenor drum. Now, apparently, I don't know if Steve told me this or not, but anyway, I might have just made it up. Maybe I dreamt it. I don't know. Anyway, apparently the tenor drum is the one that when you march. They're the one that sets the beat to the march. There you go. So I've got quite an important job when I get into it. But I'm only on line 2, which isn't a lot, because considering I think there's 33. Anyway, either way, I'll be all right. It's quite nice, though. I quite enjoyed myself. I did. And I got taught by, what was his name? Alan? Yeah, Alan and Perry. Perry's young, so his brain cells haven't started dying like mine yet. But Alan was very patient with me, and he said I was quite natural, which is very kind of him, because considering I've never played a drum before, but I thought what I might do on my show is every week I might do a little of how my progress is going in the drumming department. There you go. I know it won't be the most thrilling thing you've ever heard. I am planning to have guests on. I'm planning to have Roy and Dan on from Hall Green Little Theatre, who are two of my closest friends. But they've got a show opening this week, so consequently they couldn't come on. And to be fair, it's quite warm in the studio, and I just, if you ask people in, it's just so warm, it's just so hot. It's just hot in here. I'm going to get Reevesy on, definitely, because he owes me a few COs, don't you, Reevesy? Mind you, he's probably a bit well oiled right now. I bet he's down that Solihull Moors place celebrating. Can't think what you're celebrating, Reevesy. I really can't think what you're celebrating, but I bet he's down there doing that. And what else am I going to discuss with you this week? Things, as I say, things that you can do in the holiday with your children. I'm trying to find things that don't cost a lot of money, because you can end up spending loads in the summer holidays, which isn't ideal if you haven't got loads to spend, is it? So there you go. But what I'm gonna try and do over the next few weeks, because we've only got 2 weeks left at school now. Yes. Can I just go woo? I am going to see if I can find things that are cheap and cheerful. Do you know, I used to do things in the garden with my girls. I used to get them a bucket of water with a paintbrush each and get them to paint pictures on the floor, you know, like on the slabs and things like that. You can do loads of stuff like that. You really can. You can enjoy yourself. Did you enjoy that bit of Billy Joel? I haven't heard that song of his for a while, so I thought I'd play it. Now, we're going to do a Beatles song, not me personally, because as much as I'd love to be able to sing, I can't. Well, I can. When you've had a bit too much, shall we say, alcoholic beverage, and you suddenly think you're actually Cher or somebody, but you know you're not. But you still sing anyway. That's probably my level of singing, to be fair. So I found this is a Beatles song. I've got a couple of Beatles songs tonight. I quite like the Beatles. But this is Come Together, and it's done by Aerosmith. Now, I quite like this when I heard it, and even my Jess said, "Oh, Mum, that's quite good." So I'm going to play a bit of this, then I'm going to come back to you with whatever I decide, because I have the buttons and the power. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to flick that button up like that. Nope, I don't deafen you. There you go. Told you, didn't I? Isn't that a good version of that song? I quite like that. I thought that was really good. And I only heard it by accident. I thought, I was actually doing my playlist and I was flicking through and there it was. And I thought, oh, let's have a listen. Because there's something about Steve Tyler, isn't there? I don't know what it is. I don't know, he's very girly. I don't go for girly men. I don't go for that. But a lot of women find him a very attractive man. I don't go for long hair, you see. I don't go for any of that stuff. But he has got a very good voice, so I've got to give him that one. Now, I am just watching. I'm sitting in Solihull Towers here. Now, I like to mind my own business because, you know, it only gets you into trouble, stick it in somebody else's. And you'll have to forgive me if I move away from the microphone because I'm slightly worried because there's a man in an England top with a bottle of wine and he's attempting to cross the Stratford Road. I'm just checking, if you don't mind, that he has pressed the button and he's not lying in the middle of it. Hold the line a moment, caller, please. I think he's gone across. Oh, I had visions of having to say to you, like, will you ring 999 then? Oh, he was a staggerer. You shouldn't laugh, should you, really? You shouldn't laugh, really, but some men, when they're drunk, it's so funny. Anyway, I thought he was going to knock on the door. There you go. Anyway, can you make sure this hot weather is set to continue, guys? And as wonderful as it is, I'm not going to moan about it, but we need to take a few precautions because, as in when we have the snow, the hot weather is just as bad because we're not used to it. So what you need to do is, I don't think that man's crossed the road. Everybody's laughing. He's probably slumped up the barrier. There you go. Anyway, you need to make sure that you don't lock your dog in a car, please, because it's just lethal. You're going to kill them. They get heat stroke, they die. That's it. Dogs are not like human beings. They get heat stroke and they're gone. The car's too hot. If you're going to go out and you know you're going to have to leave the dog in the car, don't take the dog. Leave the dog at home in the shade and you'll find a little cool spot and he'll lie in it. And he'll be happy and he'll come in, and when you come in he'll laugh at you because he'll go, thanks very much, that was great. That was absolutely great. I didn't have to sit in that smelly, stinky car, but there you go. Anyway, then we have the thing about babies in pushchairs. Do not put a blanket over them because there is a thing called sunless heat stroke where the heat from the sun makes a blanket warm up and it actually causes heat stroke in children. So please don't do that. Get a fitted sheet, slump it over the top of the pushchair and air is circulating around, baby, and you'll be alright. Make sure you lot, I'm talking to you because I do like to look after you, make sure you've got your sun cream on. Now, if you're not like me, I'm quite lucky because I've got olive skin. I've got like a Mediterranean look, so I can get away with a few things. But even I put sun cream on this weather, so you need your sun cream. You need plenty of fluids. And you need a hat. Now, don't say to me, I don't wear hats. I don't care whether you don't wear any clothes. Put them on. Because if you get ill in this, it ain't nice because you're going to end up in hospital and the wards are going to be all sticky. So either way, it's not going to work out very well, is it? So please be very, very careful because this is meant to carry on for a bit. Now, if by any chance it suddenly rains tonight and I'm in here, I am telling you, you won't see me. You'll see the back end of me going out that door and standing in it because it is dire. Actually, I don't think it's as hot in here as it was last week, but it is very warm. It's very tropical. Let's just say botanical. That's the word I would use. Another Beatles song coming up. I like this one. See, I've gone a bit... I don't know what's the matter with me. I don't know what's the matter with me. You person who I've met made me go all thoughtful over me records. I like to just, you know... Well, anyway, enjoy this one because I haven't heard it for a while. And this is actually the Beatles. It's not Aerosmith or anybody. Here we go.
Attracts me like no other lover.
style that shows me. Don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in how. You're asking me, will my love grow? I don't know. You stick around now, it may show. I don't know, I don't know. Something in the way she knows, and all I have to do is think of her. Something in the things she shows me. I don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in how.
Do you know, that's one of them songs that I never want to end. I like songs like that. You know, when they build up. When you build up and then you fall down. No, not really. I like saying things like that. Anyway, I am going to go over... Do you know what, guys? I have not forgot about the interviews I did at Armed Forces Day last week, but I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't got a clue how to put them onto the computer, so I need to speak to the techie guys. I'm hoping they'll help me. Because Jeff has brought me up to be a very technically minded young woman, but I've got to the point where I may have exhausted me whatsits. So what I need them to do is actually meet me here at Solihull Towers and tell me exactly what I need to do with my interviews. So before you forget, before you think I've forgot, I haven't forgot, and I'm so excited because this week I've got drumming on Tuesday. See, look at this, listen to me. I've got drumming on Tuesday with my other half, and then I've got what have I got? Oh, I've got to make a phone call to my sea cadets. Oh, my babies. I feel like I need to go and see them. I miss them. Oh, do you know what? I can't even say how lovely those kids were. I really can't. And I'm missing you, so I'm going to come and see you. So I need to give Simon a call. I think his name's Simon. Or was it Stuart? Began with an S. Anyway. And I need to give him a call and say, I'm going to be landing the Monday after next. And see if he's all right with that. If not, I'll have to just arrange a Monday to go. But on the 28th of July, I am actually going to Solihull Fire Station for their open day. And I'm going to peruse among the firemen. Don't panic, Steve. I'm just going to go and, do some interviews. It's a nice uniform, though, isn't it? Anyway, but that's beside the point. I'm going to go and do some interviews, and they're going to show me how their equipment works. Excuse the expression. There you go. But if you want to make any comments or have any requests, ring me on 0121 777 8410. Do you like the way I say that? Try and do it in a provocative manner. Thank you. Because Lee's got a very provocative voice. I haven't. I've got a voice like a sewer, but there you go. Text in on 075 64 30 30 64. Or you can email me on studio@solihullradio.com and ask me anything you like, within reason. But let's not push things. Just because England won, it doesn't mean we're going to get a bit clever in the cleverness department, does it? Right, now, what was I going to tell you? I was going to tell you something else. There was something else I was going to tell you. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at my itinerary. Told you to be careful in the hot weather, haven't I? Right, okay, things you can do in the holiday with the diddlies. What you need to think about, I know these things cost, but I was trying to find stuff that will keep them occupied. I think you need to do what I used to do. You need to pick 2 things that are going to be the main events of the holiday, and all the rest make things up, like go to the park. You know, take a picnic, just sit there and just thoroughly enjoy yourself. Just, you know, if you're going to go to Cannon Hill, avoid where the ducks are. That's it. All I'm saying, for obvious reasons. You don't want to stand up with something horrible on your cardigan. And things like that. Or just, you know, sit in the garden, just do something. I know they get bored, but, you know, at the end of the day, it isn't just their holiday, it's yours as well. And you need to, what's the word, relax a bit. That's what you need to do. That's what I'm planning to do. Mind you, Jessie's older now, so I'm just like thinking that'll be good. Yes. Anyway, I'm going back to 2 things I bought up last week because I need. Can you hear that? That sounded very professional, didn't it? Did it sound very newscasterish? There you go. Anyway, 2 things I bought up last week, and there's going to be another thing I bought up last week, but I thought, because I promised Dave that I'd, you know, push it for him. Because the one thing that I need to bring up this week, the other thing's in September, I think. But the one thing I need to bring up this week is about Shirley Scouts, because they're doing a thingy, aren't they? The other thing I needed to tell you about, and I told you about it last week, and if you weren't listening, it's your own fault. If you were in that kitchen filling up your glass and you didn't hear what I said, that's not my problem. So I'll say it again this week, and then I'm going to push it away into my file. I need to get a file. I said that to Jess last night. I need to get a file. Right, you can. There is a charity called the Claire Ramsey Research Fund, and its charity number is on the front of this leaflet. I don't know whether I'm supposed to give that out or not, so on. But you can get hold of them on charlieramseyresearchfund.org.uk. And what they do is, if you speak to them, oh, there's a very vocal person out here. How common. Anyway, if you speak to them, you can find out how to get a free defibrillator for your school. Now, in my book, as first aid coordinator at my school, every school should be given, you shouldn't be having to go through a charity, we should just get a defib and that's it. Because God forbid we ever need one, it's there. You shouldn't have to be doing all this stuff just to get something that is essential for the survival of the human race in a school, and that's what I'm saying. And it makes me quite angry. Because it's a necessity, not you know, what's the word? Something you give as a gift. It's a necessity. And we need them. But anyway, meanwhile, if you get in touch with this lady, she's lovely. And you can call her on 07533 689 200 or email on sramsey@crrf.org.uk. And they will tell you, God love them, how to get a defib for your school, what you've got to do and where you've got to go. And hopefully you'll get one, because we got presented one. Our school has got one. And it's a very precious thing, so it's kept out the way where we know it is, but it's away from the kids, because you know what children are like. Oh, I'll just stick my finger in there and see what it does. And the other thing is, I'm one of these. I'm an organ donor, so if anything happens to me, I've got an organ donation card. And what you do basically is you apply for it, then you say to the people you love, I've got a donor card. If anything happens to me, I want you to use it. I think I've donated my kidneys, my liver. I don't know if I've donated my lungs. And I didn't want to donate my eyes because I wanted to see where I was going in the afterlife. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the only reason. Because I'm nosy. That's the only reason. I didn't fancy going without my eyes. I'd like to have a look round. You know, the journey there. See what's going on, because you don't get a coach, do you? No. Anyway, but it took me a while, because I was thinking, if I get one of them, is that tempting fate? Is that saying to somebody, oh yeah, push her in first? You know what I'm saying? And I was. It's a ridiculous thought, isn't it? But I was quite scared when I actually plucked up the courage to do it. But I'm glad I have now, because I know if anything happens to me, somebody else will live. And that's great, isn't it? That's what I wanted. So, you know, get a bit about yourself and get yourself a donor card. You know, it's just literally a little card you can. You don't even. I forget it's there. It's only because I've looked at that leaflet I've remembered. But yeah, do it. Save somebody's life when you've gone, because at the end of the day, you don't need it all, do you? You're only a case. This thing you stood up in is only an overcoat, just to make you look pretty for the rest of the world. Inside's what's important, how you work and how things happen. I am going to... Oh, do you know, I've got such great songs tonight and I don't know what to play. I'm going to play this one. I'm going to play this. I'm going to play a bit of Aretha. Here we go.
Change, change, change. 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 Change, change of food. For 5 long years, I thought you were my man. But I found out I'm just a link in your chain. Oh, you got me where you want me. I ain't nothing but your fool. You treat me mean. Oh, you treat me cruel. Change, change, change. Change, change, change. Chain of food. Every chain has got a weak link. I might be weak, child, but I give it strength. Oh, you told me leave you alone. My father said, come on home. My doctor said, take it easy. Oh, but your loving is much too strong. I'm headed to you. Change, change, change. 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 The chain of food. Oh, one of these mornings, the chain is gonna break. But up until then, yeah, I'm gonna take all I can take. Oh, yeah. Change, change, change. 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 Chain of food. Oh, change, change, change. Change, change, change. Oh.
There you go, a bit of Aretha Franklin. Do you know she's the woman who reduced Barack Obama to tears? Do you know that? 'Cause she, when he was doing, you know them things that you do when you're a president. Not that I know anything about that, because, you know, I'm still doing my own washing in Radio Land. I can't afford a cleaner yet. Don't get excited. Do you know what I mean? But, Barack Obama, I quite miss him. I don't know what twit they've got in there now, but I do miss him. I shouldn't be political. I'm on the radio. I shouldn't be political. And, you know, it'll be splashed across, you know, if I was famous now, be on headlines, wouldn't it? Radio presenter makes controversial comment on air. So I need to watch what I say. But he is a twit, isn't he? I mean, come on. Get it in your heads. Don't know what he's up to. Anyway, Dave, I'm back. I'm going to tell him about your Scouty thing, all right? Is that all right with you? I quite like to, you know, keep Dave on his toes. Bless him. Right. Torch Rekindled, which is Shirley... Hold on a minute. I need to get this right. It's a First Shirley Scout group, and they're holding a family camp at Rough Close. I bet that's a bit That sounds like an area, doesn't it? Oh, it was rough round there. Anyway, rough close over the weekend of the 13th to the 15th of July. Now, I told you about this last week, and they're celebrating 100 years of existence. See, there you go, Baden-Powell. I don't know if it was Baden-Powell. I wonder how long it will be. Anyway, because he's the founder, isn't he, old Baden-Powell? Anyway, there we go. Baden. That's a funny name, isn't it? Anyway. On the Friday the 13th of July at the Shirley Royal British Legion Club from 7 o'clock, 1900 hours in military parlance. There you go, thank you very much. We will lay out our photo albums and reminisce rather than laying out our sleeping bags. Oh, I think that's ever so sweet. I would love that. I might come along, Dave. Is that all right? I never knows. I'll have to speak to you Tuesday about it. Anyone who has not seen the Scouted Quarters recently can come and look round from 1800 hours to 1900 hours. That's 6 till 7 to us civvies. Before moving on onto the Legion, which is actually quite next door. Because I don't have to drag my drum there now, but I did have to take me beaters. But there you go. No, I didn't actually put them in Steve's car. They were done. That was it. Right, and they are going to provide a buffet. So they need to know if you're going to come because they need to be able to order enough food. So you contact our Dave Miller, on dave@miller.uk.com / look at me, technical stuff, 02476 465 888, or Jeff Lane on Jeff Lane, one word, 749 at yahoo.com / 07770 874 488. And if you no longer live in Shirley and want to stay overnight, because we're not good enough for you now, I understand that. There is a couple of hotels. So if you get in touch with those two gentlemen above, they will tell you the local hotels. And then on the Saturday, on the 14th, so you could stay over and go to both, couldn't you, really? It's entirely up to you. We will visit the family camp as day visitors, and having reminded ourselves what a tent looks like, we'll join in the fun while explaining how it was different in our day. So in your day, Dave, didn't they have a tent? Is that what you're trying to say? You had a bit of canvas and 4 sticks. Oh, right, okay. That's all right. That's okay. It kept you dry. And it will be £10 because you're going to get a breakfast. Well, you're going to camp. No, hang on a minute. If you want to come to the camp, then day visitors are charged £10, including food. Right, okay then. And you need to register at / www.evenbright.co.uk / e-first-Shirley Scout Group Centenary Family Camp Tickets. I can't go through all that title. It's just going to crease me to do it. The heating is horrific, so I'm not going to get myself excited. Now, that's next weekend. So you need to think about what you want to do. Oh, did you hear me then? Sorry, just found a little metal thing on the bottom of the desk. Didn't mean to do that. I do apologise. I am actually going to talk to you now about what you can do with your children in the holiday. Now, you know the best way to do it. I've told you what to do. If you take my advice, well then good on you. But if you don't worry, because it'll work out. Just don't go mad, because they don't need a lot of children. They need a box, a tub of water and a paintbrush, and they're happy. Or just go somewhere like, some sort of the works. Other shops are available, I'd like to say that bit, and get them loads of paper. Just buy a roll of lining paper. My kids used to spend hours just doing that in the garden, just painting on a bit of roll of lining paper. They loved it. And you can do all sorts of stuff with them. You haven't got to pay for everything. That's the trouble with society now. We pay for everything, and it's no good. We need to, start living and doing things and creating things for our children. Now I've nagged you a bit, I'm going to put this on. Oh, actually, I'm going to do it the posh way. Let me go for this. Online, on demand, you are listening to Solihull Radio.
Breaking news. England are into the semi-finals of the World Cup for the first time since 1990. They sealed their place in the last four in Russia with a 2-0 win over Sweden. Joe Townsend reports from Russia.
England are into the semis for the first time since 1990. A Harry Maguire header in the first half and one from Dele Alli in the second, enough to beat Sweden 2-0. It was nervous at times with Jordan Pickford making several saves, but England were largely comfortable. Let this sink in. Standing between them and the World Cup final are Russia or Croatia.
In other news, the man in charge of rescuing 12 boys and their football coach from a flooded cave in Thailand says they could try to get them out soon. Weather conditions are now in their favour and water levels have been falling. Meanwhile, experts are meeting officials to suggest alternative ways to get the boys out, as crews say they're still not fit enough to dive through flooded tunnels. This architect's proposing a tube they can crawl through.
It's a giant canvas laminated tube that will be inflated with air, and it will be as big as 70 centimeters in diameters and as long as it needs to be to get the kids out or get supplies in.
North Korea says talks with the US Secretary of State have been regrettable. The country's foreign ministries also accused America of making unilateral demands for it to get rid of its nuclear weapons. Local media is reporting 38 people have died after heavy rains and flooding in southwest Japan. More than 1.5 million residents have been ordered from their homes with more rainfall forecast. A passenger in a tractor has died after a crash in County Down. The man in his 20s was killed after the collision in Drumbo. And at Wimbledon, world number one Simona Halep lost in 3 sets to Su Wei-Shea in the third round. Rafa Nadal safely through after beating Alex de Minaur of Australia. That's the latest. I'm Tanya Snuggs.
Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before, no. And I just gotta tell you right now that I really do believe that something's gotta hold on me, yeah. Oh, it must be love. Oh, something's gotta hold on me right now, child. Oh, it must be love. Let me tell you now, I got a feeling, I feel so strange. Everything about me seems to have changed. Step by step, I got a brand new walk. I even sound sweeter when I talk. I said, oh. You're gonna put a hurting on me. I said, oh, 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 I said, baby, oh, it must be love. Yeah, it walks like love. It talks like love. Makes me feel alright. In the middle of the night. La 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 la, la 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 la. Oh
Something's got a hold of, well, it's got a hold of Christina, obviously, because she's weeping and away. Right, okay, thought of the day. Right, this is a biggie for me. So forgive me if I get all emotional, because you know what I'm like. Right, so I've told you now that I've met somebody, and you know when you know, don't you? You know when you know. Right, okay, that's it. No, that wasn't my thought for the day. Brace yourself. Right, and I've got to confess that on Tuesday night, when we went out, I had the biggest... I scared myself, I think, because what I did was, for the first time ever, I thought, normally I get to the point where I go on a date with somebody and then I think, right, I'm not doing this, and I run. I literally run. And my little legs are going that fast, I nearly fall over myself, do you know what I mean? But for some reason this time, I decided that I didn't want to run, and it was a big decision. So really, sorry Steve, but you nearly come close to seeing the back end of me, not the front. So, but what I liked was I sat down and I actually could talk to him about it, which was nice. I think the biggest thing that I had was the fact that I've been on my own for 3 years. I value my independence greatly. It's like the biggest treasure I have in my life. I don't have to ask anybody for anything. I don't have to tell anybody where I'm going. I don't have to tell anybody what I'm having for tea. If I want to have one bean on a 1/4 inch of toast, it's my tea. And it's a very precious commodity, as is my radio show. And I suddenly got this fear that somebody's come along who I like, and are they going to take away that? Are they going to take away my independence, my confidence, my little radio show? Are they going to say to me, you can't do your, you know, all that stuff? We've talked about it now, and I know that's not going to happen, but that's how important it was. And I was scared. So my thought of the day is, if you're out there and you've been on your own for a while, like I have or had, you need to take the fear. If you've met somebody you like, and they've made you stop and think, then do it. Go for it. Don't run. I nearly did run, and I thought to myself, what am I doing? I've got to stick. And do you remember months ago when I first started doing this show, and I said to you, when I meet the man who doesn't make me miss my freedom and my independence, then he's the person I'll probably be happy with. Well, I've met that person now, and I know. I hope I'm not speaking too soon and you don't get bored, but there you go. So I'm quite happy, and the kilt did help. Sorry, it did. But there you go. But the thing is, what I'm saying to you is, when you've been on your own for a while, it's hard. Excuse me. It's hard, isn't it, to let go of what you've got? And I've met somebody who doesn't want me to let go of what I've got because he likes me the way I am. Poor man. Obviously not a very good judge of character. I'll have to speak about this later. But, and I'm thanking him for that. And I know he keeps saying to me, don't thank me, I like the way you are. Yeah, okay, that's fine. But I do want to thank you, because there's not many men out there who do that and accept the fact that I do my little radio show. This is one of my favourite places to be. Talking to you lot, wherever you may be, all over, wherever and whatever. And I have got a lovely group of people that I work with on this radio show, and I love them all to bits. Even the weird and wonderful ones and the funny shaped ones. They're great. They're absolutely great. So girls, if you've been on your own for a while and you're a bit like I had been, well, I was a lot hurt, and you meet somebody and you think, but you just know, don't you? You know when you know, and that's it. That's all I can say to you. So I'm going to play this one and enjoy.
built, well, baby, they're tumbling down. And they didn't even put up a fight. They didn't even make a sound. I found a way to let you in, but I never really had a doubt. Standing in the light of your halo, I got my angel now. It's like I've been awakened. Every rule I had you breaking. It's the risk that I'm taking. I ain't never gonna shut you out. Everywhere I'm looking now, I'm surrounded by your embrace. Baby, I can see your halo. You know you're my saving grace. You're everything I need and more. It's written all over your face. Baby, I can feel your halo. Pray it won't fade. Oh, your halo, halo. I see your halo, halo. Your halo, halo. You see your halo, halo. Hit me like a ray of sun, burning through my darkest night. You're the only one that I want. Think I'm addicted to your light. I swore I'd never fall again, but this don't even feel like falling. Gravity can't begin to pull me back to the ground again. It's like I've been awakened. Every rule I had you breaking. The risk that I'm taking, I'm never gonna shut you out. Everywhere I'm looking now, I'm surrounded by your embrace. Baby, I can see your halo. You know you're my saving grace. You're everything I need and more. It's written all over your face. Baby, I can feel your halo. Pray it won't fade. Oh, your halo, halo. You see your halo, halo. Your halo, halo. You see your halo, halo. Your halo, halo. You see your halo, halo. Your halo, halo. You see your halo, Everywhere I'm looking now, I'm surrounded by your embrace. Baby, I can see your halo. You know you're my saving grace. You're everything I need and more. It's written all over your face. Baby, I can feel your halo. Pray it won't fade. Oh, your halo, halo. You see your halo, halo. Your halo, halo. You see your halo, halo. Your halo, halo. You see your halo, halo. Your halo, halo. You see your halo, halo.
Right, I'm going to do a double Beyonce. I'm going to live life on the edge. Let's do it. Come on. Go. Well, I am. Honestly, if she does. Come on, play for me. Do something. Oh, look at that. Oh, there you go. Sweating a minute there.
To the song here in my heart, a melody I start but can't complete. Listen to the sound from deep within. It's only beginning to find release. Oh, the time has come for my dreams to be heard. They will not be pushed aside and turned into your own, all 'cause you won't listen. Listen, I am alone at a crossroads. you should have listened. There is someone here inside, someone I thought had died so long ago. Oh, I'm screaming out in my dream to be heard. They will not be pushed aside or words into your own, all 'cause you won't listen.
Just say that's what I sound like in the shower. There you go. That's my voice. Just clear my throat. Ready. Right, there's a bit of a dispute going on WhatsApp. Oh, on the Solihull Radio WhatsApp. Let me just speak. Behave yourself. Sending me messages while I'm on here. Right, okay, let me just speak to the boys of the station. Namely, Reevesy, Al and Josh. I'm not having this rough play. I'm going to put my teaching assistant head on and I'm going to tell you all off. Right, here we go. Football is not coming home yet, Reevesy, because it's not on the plane, okay? Let's get that straight before we go anywhere. I sincerely hope it does come home and that you get to kiss it with your very nicely puckered lips, dear. Yes, there we go. Right. And as for where you are for a drink, you probably won't, by the look of the text, you won't even notice we're in the room. So let's not go to this. Let's not go down this path. And the other thing is, Al reckons that football was invented in China. Just saying. And then Josh said, association football was first played in England in the 1800s. And then somebody said, I'm in London all week, Reevesy, otherwise I'd be joining you. Yeah, but kickball was also... Oh, look, now stop it, boys. This is getting silly. Calm yourselves down. I'm not having this arguing anymore. You're off. You're going to get a red card, all right? Let's just not have a dispute about the whole thing, please. It's football. It's lovely. And it's bringing us all together. And my theories on it is that we should have younger teams everywhere, then we get on better. But meanwhile, stop arguing, else I'll have to come round and I'm going to have to sort you all out. Now, I'm going to play the ads, and then Dave Miller is coming into my life again about his...
Fed up with condensation every morning and hate that yucky mould patch in the bathroom? It's time to contact EnviroVent. They've helped tackle mould and condensation dampness in over 1 million homes, just like yours. To find out more and to book a free home survey, visit envirovent.com, because air matters.
SolihullRadio.com.
Stagecoach Solihull teaches skills
in drama, singing and dance.
But these skills don't just vanish when the curtain falls.
They're skills for life, stretching imaginations and improving literacy. For a career in the arts, learning new skills. or just having fun.
So visit our website
www.stagecoach.co.uk/Solihull.
Stagecoach Solihull. Skills for the arts.
Skills for life.
Yeah!
The Fireplace and Stove Centre, 1204 Stratford Road, Hall Green. Specialists in wood-burning stoves, gas and electric fires with over 50 live displays in the showroom. Come in and experience your new fireplace solutions. Call 0121 777 85 85 for more details.
You're listening to Solihull Radio.
Indian Dream on Dove House Parade, Solihull's premier family-run restaurant offering authentic Indian and Bangladeshi cuisine with fresh ingredients and creative chefs. They can provide bespoke dining experiences, eat in or take away. 0121 704 9058.
Right, I'm back. No, I'm not.
Solihull Radio.
We have to stick that in every so often, don't we? Oh, actually, I haven't done that for a while. Let me see if I can find mine. Shall we go for it?
Debs Donnelly on Solihull Radio.
Right. I can see that I'm going to have to come down and sort you lot out. There's a right little football display. Jeff, come on. Get on that. Get on it and sort it. I'm not having these boys arguing. It's not good. Too old to be dealing with this. I do it all week at work. I don't need to do it here. Right, now, Dave, what I'm going to do on Tuesday is I'm going to bring my cans with me and you can just come on the station next Saturday and do your announcements, all right? I don't mind, actually, because I'd like to go on the battlefield club. I just know I'd be an emotional wreck. I'm not very good at things. Anyway, Shirley Pipe Band. For which I am training to be a drummer. You're so funny. Anyway, on Thursday the 27th to Sunday the 30th September, I'm going on a Flanders Fields tour. So, if you're interested, contact Dave Miller on 02476 465 888 or battlefields@shirleypipeband.com. And basically, what's going to go on is on the Thursday, you'll leave from Solihull. It says Solihull area. Well, that's quite a big area, Dave. I don't know how much of the area you want to leave from. Four Corners? I don't know. Anyway, and you're going to travel to Dover and you're going to cross to Calais. Dover to Calais. I'm not very good on the ferry, so I'll probably end up with me basing about, but there you go. Then travel onwards to a 4-star hotel in Muscat for a 3-night stay in bed and breakfast. Right, there you go. Anyway, and for the Friday, the itinerary, I love that word, because I've got an itinerary, it's written in my book. It's my own itinerary, but there you go. For Friday to Saturday will be day 2 and 3. Oh, look, now your content. Right, you're going to go. What are you going to do? Let's have a look at it. On Friday, you're going to go to Flanders Fields, I think. But day 2, you're going to go to the Tynecott Cemetery and Memorial, where the pipe band will play. So my other half's going to be playing. Well, he's learning to play the bagpipes. I'm not having that. Well, actually, he's learning to play the bagpipes. But do you imagine the noise? You can do it in the shed. Do it while I'm sitting there trying to watch something on the telly. Anyway, and then you will visit Ypres, I think it is. Ypres. I've seen them say it on the news. That's how I know how to say it. And Flanders Film Museum in the afternoon, and then watch the last post ceremony, before returning to Muscat. So you're going to watch the last post, which will be quite a moving thing, I should imagine. And then on the Saturday, you're going to maybe some balancings of items between the 2 days. So Dave's not only is he going to organise it, he's also going to balance his items. Lovely. There you go. Where are we? I've got so excited about him balancing his items, I've lost my place. Oh, right, here we go. And an inclusion of a short tributes on the bagpipes. Now, I don't think Steve will be doing his tributes on the bagpipes, because at the end of the day, he's only just learning. But he's quite good at it, I think. I think he is. I think he's been going a while now, bless him. Anyway, and then on the Sunday, you will leave the hotel, get back to Calais, and come home to us. Oh, sorry, I've missed a bit. And then you're going to go en route back to us. You're going to go via Vimuridge, or Vimuridge, or over the French side, with its impressive memorial. Listen to this. Tunnels and trenches. Later, continue to the Solihull area, all four corners of it, and arrive home late evening. There you go. So it's £339 per person, which I didn't think was too bad, and that's down based on passengers sharing a twin room. Right, Dave, I'm going to do that one more time next week, and then if you ask me to do it again, you can come and sit in my chair, and you can wear my cans and do it for me, because that is quite a lot of French you've made me have to say. I've got to say. Anyway, what are we on? What time is it? Oh, it's nearly 7:30. Where's the time gone? Right. Now, suggestions I have for your little diddlies in the holiday are Bourneville. Cadbury World at Bourneville. But you have to book that in advance. I know that for a fact because my daughter goes there quite a lot. The Think Tank. Sea Life Centre. Black Country Museum. I might take Jess there. I like the Black Country Museum. Dudley Zoo. And Dudley Zoo, actually, I hadn't been there since I was small, and then I went the last holiday with my daughters, and I've got to say, it's a cosy little zoo. They went through a bad rep at one point of not being very kind to their animals, but I've got to say, I thought it was a nice cosy little zoo. So you can go there, or Tudor Grange Park. See? Tudor Grange Park, down the road. There you go. But you know, my headphones are actually hurting my ears. Because I've got my glasses on. And there's Blacksea Hall and Sarah Mill, but you have to pay for them now. You used to be able to go in free. See? Ruined everything, council. I'm going to play you one more... Well, I'm not going to play you one more song. I'm going to play you another song. And then I am going to tell you my next love, theatre news. There you go. And I'm going to play you one of my favourite songs, so don't get bored.
And I am telling you, I'm not going. You're the best man I'll ever know. There's no way I can ever go. No, no, there's no way. No, 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 no way. I'm living without you. I'm not living without you. I don't wanna be free. I'm staying, and you, you're gonna love me. Oh, you're gonna love me. And I am telling you,
gentlemen, the showroom at Caesar's Palace is proud to present Dina Jones and the Dream.
Oh, gosh. You know why that did that then? Because I've took it off the soundtrack of the movie. And so, consequently, I apologise. But after I'd done all that singing, then my voice went a bit deep. Do you know what? It's getting a bit... What's it on WhatsApp, on the Solihull Radio WhatsApp? They're getting a bit disputed. Now, boys, I don't normally interfere in football-y arguments, and I'm not going to get involved too much because I don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm not very political. But stop it right now, else I'm going to come down there and there will be trouble. Because I might be only 5 foot, but when I kick off, you'll know about it. Do you understand me? Stop it right now, if you are listening. It's not happening. It's a game. It's nice. That's it. I'm not saying any more. I've done it. I've got myself sorted, and I was just listening to one of my favourite songs there, and I've started off my show really happy, and I'm not having you lot arguing about silly things, or she will go to your rooms without any tea. Dealt with now. Thank you very much. Right. Let me get my nice head back on. Thank you. Now put you all back in your boxes. Pack it in. Right. Okay. Now, theatre news. What's going on? Right, now, Dave, I have told them about your things that are going on. I've mentioned... Oh, no, you know what I haven't mentioned? The Gin and Rum Festival at Edgbaston Cricket Ground on the 7th and the 8th of September. I'm still trying to convince Jeff that I should do an outside broadcast, but he's not having it. So it looks like I'll just have to watch from the gate with my nose pressed up against the glass. There you go. But if you're into your gin and rum, well, I like my rum. I'm not into my gin, but I do like a glass of rum. When I'm not driving, I'd like to say anybody who's listening that's, in blue. Right, yes, there you go. Right, theatre news. What's going on at the theatre? Let's have a look. Right, at the Mac Centre on the 27th of July, which is a couple of... it's a couple, isn't it? A couple of... what's the word? Fridays away. I was trying to say Saturday with Friday. Right, it's Fridays. Anyway, there you go. Little Women is on. July, no, it starts at 7 and it ends at 9, and it's on the 27th of July, and the tickets are available from the Mac, I'd like to say. Little Women, I love it. I watched it, and I read the book when I was at school, and I couldn't remember, well, I could remember what it was about, but when I watched it, it was on the BBC not long ago, it was brilliant. Oh, I might go and see this. September the 18th, Jekyll and Hyde is on at the Old Rep Theatre, 7:30 to 9:30. And you get your tickets from the Old Rep. Now, that would be good. I think that would be quite... I'd like to go just to see how they do it, really. Because the thing is, when you've been in theatre like I have, and you do your little bit of acting and whatever you do, you end up going to the theatre and you end up not looking at what actually is going on the stage. You're not looking at how the sets go on and stuff, which is really... Right, now, my friends at Hall Green Little Theatre, come on, my daughter's in this as well, are actually doing One Man, Two Governors between... It's opening night's Friday, and it's until the 21st of July. I'm going the following Friday, because I'm going to go... I like to go on the last Friday of the book. I don't know why, I just like it. And I'm going to have Ray? Who's Ray? Roy and Dan on to interview when the performance is over. I'm going to be, so pop along to Hall Green Little Theatre. It's a very professional little theatre. Yes, it is Amdram, but at the end of the day, it's upmarket Amdram, I'll have you know. And it really is a nice little theatre. You should make use of it. It's yours. It's not mine. It's not anybody else's. It's yours. So please. Right, okay. And next week, as I said, I'm going to be ringing the Sea Cadets to see whether I can pop in and see them, which will be rather lovely. Quite looking forward to seeing them again. They're a nice group of people. Now, I'm just going to check on this WhatsApp, because if they're still arguing on there, I'm going down. Oh, hold on a minute. Reevesy might have intervened to calm things down. Oh, what a goal from Russia. Are they playing now then? I don't know. I don't watch it. I purposely don't watch it because I find it quite stressful. Because I'm not into it. I'm not into football, but it'd be nice if we did actually do something, wouldn't it? It'd be lovely, whether it's from China, England, or wherever. But it'd be nice if we won. It's a game, and it's the idea of a game is that you have two sides that actually aren't bad luders and don't argue over it, because at the end of it all, it's not something to argue about. It's a nice time that's going on. It's a football festival. You know, come on. Don't be falling out over football, because it isn't worth it. And I have to work with you lot, and I'm not sitting in a room with you lot grumping at each other. So, from the only two women, well, the one woman of the two women that are on this station, pack it in, shake hands, and get on, because it's not happening. Not in my world, it's not happening. Do you understand me? Right, let's go. I'm going to put something a bit lively on. Come on, let's get a glass of Prosecco or whatever. If you're out doing a barbecue, a glass of beer, and let's have a little dance. Come on, let's go for it.
Every night I go sneaking out the door. I lie a little more, baby, I'm helpless. There's something about the night and the way it hides all the things I like. Little black butterflies deep inside me. What would my mama do? She knew about me and you. What would my daddy say? If he saw me hurt this way. Why should I feel ashamed, feeling guilty at the mention of your name? Here we are again, it's nearly perfect. What would my mama do? She knew about me and you. What would my daddy say? If he saw me hurt this way. What would my mama do? What would my daddy say? All the things a girl should know, all the things she can't control, all the things a girl should know she can't control. What my mama do? She knew about me and you. What would my daddy say?
solihullradio.com.
Debs Donnelly on Solihull Radio.
Right, I'm back. Oh, what was that noise then? I think there's a very drunken gentleman out here, and I think he's falling up the windows a bit. Well, I hope he is, or somebody's trying to get him, one of the two. Something's happening, but don't worry, I shall defend my honour. My honour will be defended. There you go. I shall keep myself safe and secure behind the barricades of Solihull Radio. Oh, don't you worry yourself. And if you hear me go, maybe, just maybe, you know, leg it up here. But, now you see, the thing is, he went across the crossing with his bottle of whatever it was. And then he came back across the crossing. Then I thought, oh, he's gone round the corner, and now he's come back. Why I'm telling you about this, man, I don't know, but if you could see, it would be quite hilarious. He's come back, and there was two Asian gentlemen with their England tops on, and he practically ravaged them. Poor men. They were like, when they're trying to do that thing where you, yeah, whatever, because they're so drunk that you're trying not to offend them. But so I don't know where he's gone now. So I'll probably go out of here in a bit and. He'll be wrapped round the lamppost. I'm not going to get interfering. If he runs after me, I'll run up the road. Don't worry. Don't you worry, gentlemen of this station. I am quite capable of one-armed combat. I used to be a black belt years ago, but there you go. Anyway, that's beside the point. What has been going on? I've forgotten what I was going to say then. I wasn't going to say what is going on at all. I was going to say something, but it's gone out of my mind. Well, I hope, because it is nearly 10 to 8. Where has the time gone? I am very hungry. I know I'm very hungry. I might stop at a local establishment on the way home and have a bag of them, but there you go. Right, now, I enjoyed my drumming this week, so I'm going back for more. So next week I'm going to tell you all about it, if that's all right. I will bore you with it. And somebody said, why don't you take your beaters onto the station, Deb, and play up? Come on, because all you'd hear would be... It's not very exciting, honestly. When I can do it properly, maybe I might do a bit of status quo on you. No, I don't think so. Right, things to do. Is there anything else that I haven't told you about? Let me have a look at my itinerary. I don't think there is. I think I've covered most things now. I've told you my thought of the week or the day, and do take my advice, ladies, because men get scared as well. So, but if you took the time to want to get to know you, then maybe go for it. If you go out and you're on date 3 and you're thinking, no, this isn't working for me, then don't. But I had a nice visit last night, didn't I? I had a nice visit last night when I was, on his way to March. Do you know, it sounds like I'm going out with a soldier boy, doesn't it? But I'm not. So on Tuesday, it's learning to play the instruments. And then on Fridays, it's marching. See, I might get the hang of the drums, and then, you know what they do to you? They throw you into a marching bit then. So you get all cocky thinking, oh yeah, I'm doing all right on this. I'm doing okay, you know what I'm saying? And then suddenly you've got to coordinate your legs with beating a drum. Well, thank you very much. I can see that being very confusing. I'm going to play one more song before I play my last song. And I don't know what to play. So, I'm going to play this. One of my favourites from Glee. Because I'm a Gleek.
Bust the windows out your car, and though it didn't mend my broken heart, I'll probably always have these ugly scars. But right now I don't care about that part. I bust the windows out your car after I saw you staring right at her. I didn't wanna, but I took to learn. I must admit it helped a little bit to think of how you'd feel when you saw it. I didn't know that I had that much strength, but I'm glad you see what happens when you see you can't just play with people's feelings. Tell them you love them and don't mean it. You probably say that it was juvenile, but I think that I deserve to smile. Ha, 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 ha. I bust the windows out your car. You know I did it 'cause I left my mark. Wrote my initials with the crowbar, and then I drove off into the dark. I bust the windows out your car. Hey, you should feel lucky that was all I did. After 5 whole years of this bullshit, gave you all of me.
Sorry.
I must admit it helped a little bit to think of how you'd feel when you saw it. I didn't know that I had that much strength, but I'm glad you see what happens when you see you can't just play with people's feelings. Tell them you love them, but don't mean it. You'd probably say that it was juvenile, but I think that I deserve to smile. Bust windows out your car, but it don't comfort to my broken heart. You could never feel how I felt that day until it happens, baby. You don't know pain. You should know it. I ain't sorry. You deserved it. After what you did to me, you deserve it. I ain't sorry. No, no, no. You caused me pain.
Oh, I do apologise. I checked that as well. The language. Can't make a record without swearing. I do apologise. I'm sorry, Jeff. I honestly did that in all innocence because I've got that song on a CD at home and I've never heard that word in it before. But there you go. I do apologise. Anybody who's offended, so am I. That's all I can say. So am I. I apologise. Right. I've just thought, Lee's going to be proud of me, isn't she? Lee, our lovely music lady. Lee, I'm learning the drums. Well, not the drums, as in, you know, status quo, Queenie drums. I'm learning a drum. One drum. Yes. You'll be really proud of me, Lee. I thought you might be. There you go. Right. It's coming up to 5 to 8. The time has gone really quickly yet again, but I've got to say I have really enjoyed myself tonight and I have enjoyed my playlist to the max, and I'm hoping I can do one like that next week. Now, I'm going to be glad to get out of here. I want to go home, have a nice cold shower, and I'm going to record. Oh, that's what I did in the week. Oh, I forgot. I'm quite excited now. Now, I don't normally like Arnold Schwarzenegger films. I've got to say, I don't. He's not my sort of... But I did record True Lies in the week. I'm going to watch that. I like that film. That was a good film. You know, the one where he's a secret agent, but his wife doesn't know. And then she thinks he's having an affair. But he isn't having an affair. It's just that he's a secret agent. So she tries to get into and find out what... I don't know how she does it now. But anyway, it's a good film. So I recorded that in the week, so I think I'm going to watch that tonight. I'm going to go to the local hostelry on the way home and buy a bag of things, chips. And I'm going to go home, have a nice shower, and I'm going to watch the film. Because I haven't got to get up in the morning. That'll be nice, won't it? Anyway, it's now 5 to 7. I'd like to tell you what's going on Solihull Radio next week. Let me make sure I get my book open so that I don't miss anybody out. Because if I miss anybody... Have you lot stopped arguing now? So I'm not mentioning your show if you're going to carry on. That'll be your punishment, all of you. Thank you. Right, tomorrow we have Alex in the morning to entertain your little digglies between 8 and 10. And then Lee in the afternoon with her cornucopia of guests. And then we have Al 6:30 to 8:30 with his show to wake up Solihull on a Sunday night. Monday we have Duncan and his wingback chair and his tartan and his cigar and his whiskey between 6 and 8 doing the American songbook with his lovely voice. I am going to hire him out, Linda, as a reader. Tuesday we have Jeff and his general medical legal stuff and anything else that he wants to throw in the mix music-wise. Wednesday we have Nick, and I'm still not, I don't know, a bit confused. Maybe when I see Nick I'll have a word, see what's going on, so I know that I announce it right. But Necktie Nick's back on Wednesday, doing music and whatever topic he's decided. On Thursday we have Matt and Finn, who are doing their young and trendy things. Excellent. On Friday in the morning we have our Jonathan, Mr. Harris, between 10 and 12 on his topical show with music. And Reeves is on the night with his quiz and anything else he puts in there. Oh, Reevesy, did you miss me this week, did you? I thought I'd let you fly on your own because I know you're quite capable. And you did a brilliant job. The master was pleased with her apprentice, let's just say. And then on Saturday it's me, I'm back. So, can I say, I have been me. Thank you for letting me into your hearts, minds and homes. I will keep you safe in my thoughts and keep yourself safe physically. Don't forget about my son warning things and please follow them. I will see you next week. I'm going to leave you with Alicia Keys and I love you all.
You could buy me diamonds, you could buy me pearls, take me on a cruise around the world. Baby, you know I'm worth it. Dinner lit by candles, run my bubble bath, make love tenderly to last and last. Baby, you know I'm worth it. Wanna please, wanna keep, wanna treat your woman right. Not just dough, but a show that you know she's worth your time. You will lose if you choose to refuse to put her first. She will if she can't find a man who knows her worth. 'Cause a real man knows a real woman when he sees her. And a real woman knows a real man ain't afraid to please her. And a real woman knows a real man always comes first. And a real man just can't deny a woman's worth. A woman's worth. If you treat me fairly, I'll give you all my goods. Treat you like a real woman should. Baby, I know you're worth it. If you never play me, promise not to bluff. I hold you down when it gets rough. 'Cause baby, I know you're worth it. She walks the mile, makes you smile, all the while being true. Don't take for granted the passions that she has for you. You will lose if you choose to refuse to put her first. She will and she can't find a man who knows her worth. Oh, 'cause a real man knows a real woman when he sees her. When he sees her. And a real woman knows a real man ain't afraid to please her. And a real woman knows a real man always comes first. First, baby. And a real man just can't deny a woman's worth. ABC.